Good morning, it is day 90 and we are starting to get packed up and eat our breakfast and hit the trail. So we're gonna do a little over 17 miles I think today, and it is supposed to be a hot one today. It's supposed to feel like by 4 o'clock, it's supposed to feel like 93 degrees. So we're gonna do our best to get some miles in before it gets too hot, and then make sure we stay nice and hydrated today. So excited to see what the trail has for us. We're gonna cross over the Potomac River today, and we'll go from West Virginia to Maryland, and then possibly tomorrow, what do you think? We'll be in Pennsylvania? Yeah. Isn't that crazy? So we're super excited. Anyways, I'll see you in a little bit. We are in the lobby of the Quality Inn and getting ready to head outside, waiting for Phoenix to get over here. We're gonna head to the post office and then hit the trail. Just left the post office and now we are headed to the ATC and onto the trail. Just sent home my skirt and my aluminum AT tag and my rain skirt. We're going through the downtown section, the historical district of Harpers Ferry right now. I'd really like to come back here and explore. Learn a little bit more about Harpers Ferry. This is where we ate lunch the first day that we got here at the Rabbit Hole. We sat right out there. So many historical buildings. Harper Ferry's National Historical Park is ahead. That might be a cool place to stay. I don't know if it says B&B, so I don't know if that's bed and breakfast. That's what I would be thinking. And Cannonball was the other place that was recommended to us. They said they had pretty good sized portions, and we've got true treats from the 1700s all the way through the 1900s. Ice cream shop that we didn't get to explore. Defeat and victory, the 1862 Battle of Harpers Ferry. The African American history. I just can imagine the people standing on the balcony in the dress wear that they used to wear back then. Here is, oh, I'm gonna have to step up on this. The heavy pack. The deposit of arms. That's where this. Some more shops down there and cool buildings. This is High Street, 1866. Standing directly across the street from the main entrance of one of the nation's first military industrial complexes, the U.S. Armory of Harpers Ferry. There's our blaze that gets us back on the trail. I don't know, do you think that was a fire station? The war that ended slavery. I believe we are getting ready to go over the Potomac River. Weaverton Cliffs, I believe, is right there. I'm guessing though. Appalachian National Scenic Trail. I don't know if those miles are exactly correct, but they're pretty darn close. I think we're walking right alongside the railroad track. Yep. What a beautiful view. Not bad to look at first thing in the morning, huh? I believe this bridge crosses us over from Virginia to Maryland. So that is state number 5 in the blink of an eye. The question I have is, do we go through the tunnel too? Or is that just for the train? So it looks like we go around. We are experiencing a little bit of shade up front, but we've been in the sun so far. But this is part of the trail right now. And we get to walk along the Potomac River as we head back into the mountains. We just came across some red raspberries. They're a little bit tart. We found some red raspberries. We are heading back into the woods finally. It is 9:37. We got out of the hotel at like 7:45. We've been walking a bike trail, which was all part of the Appalachian Trail too. But now it's time to get back into the woods and climb, I'm assuming. We are taking a side trail to Weaverton Cliff, which is supposed to have a beautiful view of Harpers Ferry. And it says it's 0.2 off the trail, but a guy on a bike promised us that it was only 0.1. So we're gonna go down there. And it was also recommended by the keeper at Blackburn Trail Center to take this side trail. Said it would be worth the trip. So that's what we're gonna do. I'll show it to you when we get there. Well, here's the view from Weaverton Cliff. I was expecting a little bit different, but it's still beautiful. I was expecting to see the town and a little bit clearer than this. We just finished a pretty rocky section, and it was a climb, but not too bad. And so now we are rewarded with this shade, level ground, and limited rocks. For how long? I have no idea. I think we're just rolling on the top right now, like a baby roller coaster. Just little ups and downs. We are pulling off for lunch, and we are going to pull off at Gaplin Road, which this might be. There's also a tomb. So I'm not sure which is which. Maybe that's the tomb. And that's the road. I'll look and find out. But more picnic tables for us. Yay! It's about 12:30 and it is lunchtime. There's a sign right here I'm going to take a look at and see what it says. There's a couple of them. Burial plot and mausoleum, Brownsville Pass. Okay, we are heading out of the park to Gathlin State Park. That is where we are right now. There's all sorts of history here about, I believe it's the Civil War, but got this arch right here. I'm gonna go look and see what it says. I want to look and see what this says over here. Let's see what this says. The 1st New Jersey Brigade. Correspondence. What does this say over here? Between September 4th and the 7th of 1862. You can stop and freeze these. Take a snapshot if you want to read them. That's what I'm going to do later. And I'm going to do this one, and then I won't have to make my people wait any longer. The Battle of the South Mountain. All right. Once out of the park, we have a nice climb to get the rest of our day started. And we're right at 7 miles till we get to the campsite. And it's going to be a campground. So we'll have some running water. I think they said there's showers there and bathrooms. So that'll be nice. They're going to spoil us a little bit longer. I'm okay with that. I want to, hopefully you can see the climb. I'm having the girls in front of me. I have a bug. Keeps on playing around with my face. Had about 3 of them fly into my eyes already today, earlier. So I think I mentioned I am not doing any cooking this portion of the hike because of my stove. So I don't normally cook during lunch anyways, but I had tuna fish for lunch and I'll have chicken for dinner. That'll make for easy cleanup. I gotta eat some of that granola. It's pretty heavy. And that big bag, I divided into 3 Ziploc baggies. So I should be putting that in my fanny pack and eating it throughout the day because it might be one of the heavier things I have in my pack. So I'll make that switch tomorrow. I don't usually eat much of what's in my fanny pack during the day anyways. I don't think I snacked at all between breakfast and lunch. Okay. I figured out how to calculate the total elevation and total ascent and descent. And so I've done it a couple times, but I'm gonna try to put that at the end of the videos so you guys can see the amount of feet that was up, the amount of feet that I came down. And I don't know if you'll be interested in that or not, but I had one person ask about a section, so I sent that information to them. And Phoenix was showing me how to do that on the Far Out app. So at the end of the day, I record that and
So I think it's kind of interesting, and it gives me a good sense of the amount of climbing and descent that we've been doing, and compared to the days before. I'm trying to find, there it is. That's Campton Shelter. So today is hot. It's supposed to be right around 90 right now. Around 4 o'clock, it's supposed to feel like 93. We should be at camp by then. And thankfully, it has been pretty shaded. So it hasn't felt as hot as I thought it would. But I'm really trying to do my best to stay as hydrated as I can. So I'm checking my watch, and every 15 minutes on the quarter, like 12, 12:15, 12:30, 12:45, 1 o'clock, blah, 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 I am taking a couple sips of water. And then for lunch, I drink a whole bottle of water and then filled it back up, put some electrolytes in it, and I'm off again. For lunch, I did raspberry lemonade though, pure lemon brand or something like that. And so just to give me a break from the same stuff. So I drank that for lunch. Now I'm back on the electrolytes, and hopefully me doing every 15 minutes will do me good. So, all right, it's off to hiking. Well, I lost my hiking partners. I stopped to talk to some dog owners that have German Shepherd, and ended up staying there a little longer than I thought I was going to. And so they are probably quite a bit ahead of me. I was probably talking to those guys for maybe a little bit short of 10 minutes. But I grew up with German Shepherds and I love them. Well, a German Shepherd. His name was Khan, and he was a great dog. And so we talked about dogs for a little bit, and then she is doing a flip-flop, and so we just talked about different things about the trail. So it was a good conversation. I doubt that I'll catch these guys before we get to camp, but we do only have like 4.2 to go, so that's not bad. It's 2:30. We got plenty of daylight, so don't have to worry about that. The rocks have calmed down a little bit. We go through patches where rocks are everywhere, and then we get a little bit of a break. So I think the trail is beautiful today. It hasn't been overly strenuous. There have been a couple little climbs, and the shade has been a lifesaver. So I am very grateful for that. There's that white blaze. Gotta keep on chasing this to get to Maine. And we're gonna do it. Yep, you guessed it. One step at a time. I just came up on this. Death of two generals. The battle for Fox Gap. Heavy fighting during the Battle of the South Mountain on September 14th. Well, we have arrived at our campsite. Okay, here is the campsite. Some bear hangs there. I'm gonna put my tent right there. Phoenix is gonna be there, and season 1 is gonna be right there. First, I'm taking off my shoes and I'm stretching. This place has showers, so I am relatively clean. But then I got 2 pieces of pizza from somebody, and now I'm eating granola with peanut butter M&Ms. Okay, well, I'm sitting outside the restrooms here. They have showers and flush toilets, and then they have a sink around the backside to wash dishes and things like that. But I have been sitting here for probably about an hour. I've been commenting on some of the YouTube messages that people have sent me. I don't have enough service to upload videos, so I'm going to be behind schedule on that, which I hate. But it was a good day today. It was hot, but I felt like it was hotter 2 days ago when we were going into Harpers Ferry. But season 1 and Phoenix thought it was hotter today. Tomorrow I think it's supposed to be really hot, and the day after that I think it's supposed to be in the hundreds. So tomorrow's supposed to be a 17 plus day again, and then I think the next day it's a little bit less mileage. So hopefully we can get into camp before it gets too hot. Not a lot of views today. We had one at Weaverton, I think it's Weaverton Cliffs, and the terrain was pretty level. I mean, we had some ups and downs, but they were pretty mild, but a lot of rocks. So that wears out our feet some. But I was able to take a shower tonight, which was really cool. My hair is still kind of wet. And that's about it. So we are close to 10:50, and in a couple more days I think we'll be hitting 1100 and getting past the halfway mark. So I'm super excited about that. But I thought today was pretty. It wasn't yeah, everything is green. I didn't see any animals really. And oh, I know what else I wanted to tell you. So I am not cooking because my my stove isn't working. So I bought, the chicken packets and the turkey packets, or not the turkey packets, the tuna packets. Had tuna for lunch today, and then I was gonna go back to my tent area, my picnic table, and do the chicken. And somebody had 2 extra pieces of pizza because they can deliver pizza here, and so he gave me his extra pieces of pizza. So I had pizza for dinner tonight. That was super nice. And then I just had some granola because I need to eat some of it because it weighs so much. So I had some granola after that, and then I've just been sitting here. I let my phone get charged up a little bit, and now it's back to where it was almost because I've been on it. I talked to my daughter Gina, trying to get some packages figured out, and answering some of the YouTube channel comments. Excuse me. And that wasn't pleasant. But I feel like I've got so many that are from so long ago that I might just have to put like a smiley face or something. I've read all of them, but if I try to comment on all of them right now, I'm never going to catch up. So if they're old, excuse me, know that I've read them, and I appreciate your comments so much, but I'm going to probably just put like a thumbs up or a thank you, something like that on a lot of them. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and sign off for now. I need to take a drink of this because my throat is burning. I'm gonna sign off. I'm gonna go ahead and edit my video and then get a good night's sleep. We're not leaving until 8 tomorrow morning, so I'll probably be up for a couple hours before we leave because I usually wake up around 5:30. But that's okay. I got a good stretch in and do what I do. So, all right. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you tomorrow on the trail. Bye. Peace out. That was all delayed, so bye. Peace out. There you go. That's better timing.